This is about why you shouldn't do OnlyFans and why you need to give your soul and life to our Lord and Saviour, Jesus Christ. Now, in the Bible, Matthew 22, verses 34 to 40, says, "Love thy neighbour as thyself, and do to others that you'd have them do to you." In reference to OnlyFans, this means we need to trust the faith and the belief that... Okay, I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. Let's start this video again. Hello and welcome to the video. My name is Drew. If you're new to my channel, I make videos on YouTube all about self-love and traveling, and this video, let's just jump in, it's all about OnlyFans. Now, disclaimer, I've just woken up, I have a coffee. I wasn't really planning to do a video, but I thought, you know what, I'm feeling like chatting about this, so let's just jump into it. Get comfy, we're going to be exploring just where I'm at right now with the whole OnlyFans situation. Now, if you haven't seen, I did do a video a few years ago on this channel about OnlyFans tips and tricks, and to be honest, it's got like a few views, like got a few thousand views. I even got some journalists being like, "We want you to be on the BBC talking about this." But I just wanted to kind of talk about my personal life and how now I'm making the decision to not do OnlyFans anymore, why I got to this decision. And maybe it's just something extra to consider if you're thinking about doing OnlyFans, or you're curious about OnlyFans, or if anyone out there that's a sex worker or used to do OnlyFans can relate. Let's talk about it in the comments. So, quick overview. I started OnlyFans in the times of the... in 2020. I'm not even going to say what it was because I just don't want YouTube to do anything. But we all know what happened in 2020. So, I was doing the OF back then, and honestly, at that point in my life, it was fun. Like, I enjoyed kind of displaying my sexuality. I was quite enjoying, and this is a journey that I've gone on. I had no fucking option, let's be real. Like, I had no job. All the work that I was doing prior to the 2020 incident, I was like, cancelled. So I was like, girl, I gotta earn some coins, so I better start shaking my ass online for the cash. And that's what I did, and it was like, you know, it was fun, I enjoyed it. Like, I'd go for walks, take pictures outside, I'd like build this whole like internet persona, like young Leo, and it was fun. My dad found out about it, he was not happy, and that kind of put a bit of a dampener on it, and I was a bit like, oh, don't feel as comfortable anymore exploring, showing myself. But I was very true to the fact of, like, it did empower me. And I said even to my dad, like, this empowers me. You can't tell a bisexual queer man what to do to feel empowered. Like, get out my room, Dad! Like, kind of vibe. And you know what? I continued to do OnlyFans. I kept doing it. It was always on in the background. I kind of put varying amounts of effort in it, month by month. I never had a month where I earned lower than $100. But I never had a month where I earned more than $500. So if you do that consistently for 4 years, I roughly earn around like $11,000, I think, something around that. In November last year, I decided I wanted to be nomadic. I wanted to leave my home country. I wanted to travel, and my place that I wanted to go was Mexico. In my mind, I was like, yes, I'm gonna go. I can do some OnlyFans, earn some money, great. But honestly, by this point, so this is end of 2023, by this point I was so tired, and we're going to get into the reasons why I'm tired after I explain my story, but it just didn't really do it for me. Like, honestly, like, I just wasn't really taking it that seriously. I didn't enjoy promoting it, I didn't enjoy talking about it. I was just very much like not really in my OnlyFans bag, and it got to the point, I've always thought, like, you know, if you make so much money that you don't care about what other people think. But honestly, after doing it for so long, I just really lost all joy. Like, it was not bringing joy into my life. So I met my partner in January, and yeah, we hit it off right away. And I kind of had some conversations with him. Like, he never told me, like, you can't do OnlyFans, but we spoke about it, and he was kind of like, oh, you know, I don't love the fact that you have an OnlyFans, but if you want to do it, do it. And it was just a realization for me that, like, you know, my partners aren't gonna... Obviously, some partners would, but my partners aren't always going to enjoy the fact that I do OnlyFans. How does that make me feel? And this really just caused like a massive epiphany for myself. This is how my mindset's changed. So OnlyFans is great for earning money. Like, just want to say, no just hate, no judgments. If you want to do OnlyFans, if you have an OnlyFans, yes, you are a boss, you are a business, like, go you. Like, I will never, ever, ever say anything negative about the girls from OnlyFans because they're getting their coins and good for them. There are many negative things about OnlyFans, which we can talk about shortly. I was considering, or do I do OnlyFans, do I not? Like, it's easy money, like, should I do it, should I not? But this is what I started to think. So I am a man, I am 28 years old, and I have been sexualized on the internet since, by choice, since I was 14. So I don't know, if any queer men are watching, please let me know in the comments if you agree with this. But a big part of my like sexual discovery, I guess, as like a millennial, if you want to get specific, because, you know, I'm a bit young to be like a full-blown millennial, but I'm also a bit old to be like a full-blown Gen Z. So like technically I guess I'm a zillennial if you care about those labels. So like when I was 14, it was like 2008, I think. I was on the internet and that was my way of exploring my sexuality. So I would watch porn, I would watch videos on the internet, I would go on webcam and I'd talk to Brian in Nebraska and ask him to tell me what to do. And that was my whole thing. So I think it became, bad English, it became very normalized for me to be sexualized. And I think I carried that with me for years. So I would like go on the internet, use webcams, then I would start using Grindr, and then I would always be sending nudes. And I think like what was a bit of a bitter pill to swallow was like the attention that I got from OnlyFans was something that I enjoyed. And I enjoyed exhibiting my body on the internet, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But like, if I'm being real, it was kind of making me unhappy. I kind of started to question the reasons behind the sexualization, especially when you're in a relationship with someone and you feel really safe and loved. I always feel like, you know, putting my body out there, like, I think the naked body is art, okay? I think I can, like, deliver messages about self-love and sexuality through showcasing my body. I'm not ashamed of my body. I'd say I was a naturist, to be honest, like a nudist. I live in like a nude beach town and I'm always naked, so the naked body, no issues with that. It's just the people that interact with you and the people that are viewing you, commenting on your things, all of that sort of stuff was just getting to the point where it's like, I don't want to be this anymore. I don't want to be a, like, object of sexual desire for some money. And again, no judgments to the people that are doing it, but just for me, it wasn't really worth it. Now, if I was earning 20,000 a month, maybe I'd feel a bit differently. But the fact of the matter is I was earning like a few $100s a month, $100 a month, like, and it just wasn't really doing it for me anymore. The joy and the love that I had for it just was gone. So I basically made the decision now to not do OnlyFans anymore. And this isn't like a, oh my god, I'm not doing it anymore kind of video, because I'm genuinely not doing it anymore. And the reason why I don't want to do it anymore is because I think us as a society need to realise that we are more than just our bodies. We are more than just being sexualised. Like, I'm a queer man, but I'm a writer, I'm a video maker, I'm an artist in a way. Like, I can do all these beautiful, amazing things without having to sell my body. And again, no judgments to people. I really want to make that clear. Like, if you have an OnlyFans or you want to do OnlyFans and you're cool with that, then that's amazing. But another thing I had to accept is, like, we all go through chapters in our life, and I'm 28, I'm entering a new chapter, and I don't want to be this sexualized, like, boy next door object anymore. Like, it just doesn't work for me anymore. Like, I'm getting older and I accept that, and I accept the fact that we are able to change and we are able to grow and evolve from our experience. And one thing about that is, it's like, I want to step beyond. Like, I don't want to just make money because I'm hot or that I'm, like, got my dick out on the internet. Like, no, like, I want to change. It's really been nice. Like, it's making me see my self-worth a lot more. It's making me realise that, you know what, I'm more than just, like, this. I can do more things for money. Like, I've got skills, I can talk, I can coach, I can do all these other things. Like, it's not just this. I'm not in this box. So I guess part of the reason I don't want to do OnlyFans is just breaking out of this box and stepping away from being sexualized heavy on the internet. Another thing is the energy. Now, I don't know if you're a spiritual person, but I'm assuming if you're into this video, if you're still watching and you like my channel, you are going to be spiritual. And I really, at first I was ignoring the people that said, like, it's not great to, like, basically allow your sexuality to be abused by other people who are, like, using their third eye to imagine sexual things with you. I was like, oh, whatever, like, I'm making money, I don't care. I kind of care now, because I don't want to be in the minds of Tom, 56, in Croydon, who's like, oh yeah, true, yeah, what the fuck you true. And, you know, the things that they say and the way that they behave, I just don't want to sell myself anymore. I don't want to, like, allow them to have that control over me. I want to, like, I guess, have my sexuality for myself, use that sexuality for my own development outside of sex work, use this sexuality for my own, like, inner potency and my own manifestations, and not just give it away for like £10 a month. And I feel like that this sacred energy is very, very, very divine, and I need to, like, use that for other things. At first, I'm not gonna lie, when I got into my relationship, I was like, yeah, we should do OnlyFans together, like, yeah, babe, like, we can make so much money. Which is true, we could. But then it's also like, do you really want to involve other people into your own intimacy? And I think that's something that we've spoken about and thought about, and I think where we're at now is like, no, we don't. So the intimacy that we keep for ourselves is beautiful, and we don't need to sell that to people. And it's not even a case of like, oh, you're just like, again, sex workers. It's like, no, you do your thing, but you do realise if you sign up to like a porn company or you start making videos, even if they're super ethical, it comes down to what's your price, how much are you selling this sex tape for, once it's sold, it's gone, it's out on the internet. And that's another thing to consider. What you put on the internet is on the internet. And at first I was like, oh, I don't really care. This was 4 years ago. Now I kind of care. Like, I do care a bit. So I've spent the past few months going through the internet, going through all my accounts, delete. Yeah, I've deleted it to the best of my ability, and I don't want people to stumble on it. So that's something that I had to consider. Like, all the ways that I've promoted, it's like, okay, I need to delete this now. I don't want this to be a part of my legacy, a part of my story. I don't want people to, like, look at me and be like, oh, this is him 4 years ago wanking. It's like, no, go away. So I've deleted all that sort of stuff as best as I can. I'm not ashamed to say that I did OnlyFans and that I did it for a few years, but I feel proud of myself for stepping away when I could. And I think the thing with OnlyFans as well is, like, once you get too deep into it and you're earning loads of money, you have to maintain that. It's like, let's take example one. Let's take Christine. Christine lives in LA. She does OnlyFans. She has 20,000 fans. She makes let's just say she makes like $20,000 a month, let's just say. So she's bought a really cute apartment. She's living there. The rent she pays, or she's like bought it, but she's got to pay mortgage payments, or she's got to pay something. So she's now, her outgoings are now like 8,000 a month. So she has to make 8,000 a month. How does she make 8,000 a month? OnlyFans. So whatever your mental health, whatever you're going through, however you're feeling about it, you're waking up, you're turning on that camera, you're putting on your lipstick, and you're going. And that's fine if you're into it. But also, if you're not into it, or you do have bad months, or you want to step away from it, you can't, because your whole lifestyle now is based on this amount of money that you've set the bar for yourself. So I think that's the danger of getting too deep into it. It becomes this thing that it's not like, when I started doing it, it was a fun project. It was like, oh, how many followers can I get? Or, oh, the 2020 is crazy, so I'm gonna, you know, spend a distraction. This is a distraction. But now it's like, I don't wanna, like, look sexy and, like, make these videos on Instagram like these guys make, showing their, like, arses and their, like, dicks and everything, like their wet pants, and you can see the outline of their dick. Like, I don't want people who follow me on Instagram to see that. And I'm not, this isn't me being mean, it's just me being honest with how I feel right now about my body and my life. Yeah, because of all those reasons, I've decided to not do OnlyFans anymore. I took it out of my TikTok bio. It's still in my link tree, but I'm gonna probably take that out and just have my website that I'm building in there. And yeah, I just don't really have a desire to do OnlyFans. And I think it's been an amazing run. I'm grateful for OnlyFans. Like, this camera that I'm recording right now, I bought it with my OnlyFans money. Like, it is still a bit scary to actually fully say no more OnlyFans, because I realised that for better or for worse, like, it could be a stream of money. But what I want to let you know is, babe, you are so much more than doing this. Like, if you really want to do it, but also you don't have to do it. You have skills, you have, like, things that you can do. And honestly, even when I was working in a restaurant, like, okay, it's not glamorous, but, like, you get out of the house, you get to talk to people, and I preferred doing that than, like, being sitting in my room like, fuck, I gotta make money on OnlyFans. Because you're just glued to your screen constantly, you're having to watch porn constantly to, like, promote your OnlyFans, you're having to go to different weird corners of the internet, interact with weird people, and at the end of the day, people just want to see stuff for free. So what I will say though is, if you still want to do OnlyFans, don't put your private parts on the internet for free. Put it behind a paywall, because then you're making people pay to see it. I got to the point where I was like, oh, I'm just going to promote on Twitter, and it's like, no, babe, Twitter has porn. So, like, people will try to just see it, wank, and then get on with their day. They don't want to give you the money. But it's changed. Listen, the landscape's changed a lot. Like, when I started, it wasn't as saturated. Now it's super saturated. I think the only way to make, like, decent money, unless you're, like, a big influencer already, is through, like, doing actual collabs and porn videos with people. So nowadays I'm not so sure. And it's crazy, like, I've really just flipped and changed my opinion, and now I just don't want to do it, and I'm not going to do it. And I feel really good. I feel so happy. I feel free. I feel like I can concentrate on my bigger goals and my bigger dreams, my bigger aspirations. Like, there's things that I want to do on different parts of the internet, like my Patreon. I want to write a book. Like, there's so many things I'm like, yeah, I can do that. And it's like, before it was like, oh, I need to do OnlyFans. Oh, I'm OnlyFans. It's like, no. And another thing that I want to say, people judge you, and it's not fun to be judged. And the people that judge, like, you shouldn't judge anyone. I don't judge anyone for doing OnlyFans, but people literally see you as a piece of meat. And that's what I've clocked. Like, I was quite hard to, like, meet people and date people, and now I realise that once they find out you do OnlyFans, they do treat you quite badly. And I don't think that that's right. I really don't. And as I say, any girls out there, guys, whoever, making money, go off, do your thing. Like, I know people that have literally bought houses from doing OnlyFans. So listen, the hustle, I respect the hustle, but it's hard. It's not easy. People do change their perception of you, and that is another thing to consider if you want to start doing it. So really check in with yourself. Also, if you're doing it and you want to quit, you can totally do that. Like, people are like, oh, be careful before you make this decision because you can never go back. It's like, babes, you can go back. Like, I'm just entering a new chapter with new goals, aspirations, and beliefs about myself. And honestly, OnlyFans just doesn't align with that. So, yeah, I really wanted to make this video. Let me know in the comments what you think. I think I've basically said everything that I wanted to say. I mean, it's been a fun ride. RIP. I don't know what the future of OnlyFans is going to be, but I just know that the content that I want to make isn't going to be relating to that. No judgments on people that do that, but for me, it just wasn't working. And I think it's a really cool thing to actually say, no, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore, and I'm proud of what I've achieved, but I'm stepping away. Whereas before, it was like, no, it's not good enough. I need more fans. I need this. And it's just like, yeah, that's fine, that's great, but I don't want to put my energy into that. I want to take my energy back, take my power back, give the energy to me first and foremost, and then use my knowledge and my energy for other projects. And that's what I'm doing. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell. And yeah, stay tuned. I'm definitely going to be putting out more content very soon, and I'm excited. I'm currently in the UK, I'm in London, but I will be travelling soon. So yeah, final words is to just really think about what you're doing, like, if you want to go ahead with it, just know it's not roses and cream. If you're more on the positive side, definitely check out my OnlyFans video, which I kind of go into like how I was making money on the platform and what I thought about it. But this is like my new video, which basically says that OnlyFans isn't for me anymore. Officially, this is my statement, and that it's a permission slip for you to realize that you can enter new chapters of your life and recreate yourself. We are multi-dimensional spiritual beings having a human experience. Who you are 4 years ago is not who you are today. And that's okay, you know, I accept that and I love myself regardless. I'm not ashamed of my past, I own it. And I can just see the changes and evolution, so yeah. But thank you guys for watching. I love you so much. I will see you in the next video. And yeah, see you soon and look after yourself. Mwah. Ti amo. Ti amo, mi amor. Mwah.